What... what is this?
It's a present.
You bought this? For me? As a present?
Yeah, I know you collect movies, so I got you a movie.
Well... thank you, but... what exactly made you buy this exact movie?
Well, you're always doing your zany videos, so I figured you'd like a comedy.
This is 1933 King Kong, a classic. This is 1980 Maniac, slasher/exploitation genre Hidden Diamond. This is The Goodfellas, best mafia movie ever made, a masterpiece in movie making. This is Prophecy of the... how did this shit get in there?
Okay, I get the point. You have a lot of movies. And now, because of me, you have one more movie.
No, I don't think you got the point. How did you think that this would fit here among all these masterpieces, all these cult classics, and all these rare gems that helped forge the movie industry and broke down all kinds of walls when it came to movie making?
Well, you have that comedy section there, with Will Ferrell and Jack Black movies and stuff like that.
Shit. I can explain. The reason for that section down there is I was young and I was experimenting stuff.
Oh, what the hell were you experimenting?
Drugs? Yeah, a lot of different drugs.
So what you're telling me is that
Yes, you really shouldn't have bought me
I
this movie.
should have bought cocaine to go with that movie.
Hi! Guess what? I bought movies, so I'm making a movie pickups video. Yeah. Let's start. This time I got 9 movies, so I'll try to be quick. The first 2 movies I got both feature Nicolas Cage, and the first movie is a Nicolas Cage movie that sucks, and the other one is a Nicolas Cage movie where Nicolas Cage sucks. Sympathy for the Devil and Renfield. Both new. Who would have guessed? Yeah, I still do buy some new movies every now and then. Both came out this year. I mean, it's 2024, so last year, 2023. So, yeah, last year's movies. I gotta be honest, Nicolas Cage is probably the only guy these days who actually gets me excited about new movies. Whenever I see a new Nicolas Cage movie trailer, I'm always really invested in, because even if it sucks, it's still gonna be fucking great. I mean, Nicolas Cage is gonna be fucking great. And yeah, Sympathy for the Devil. I saw the trailer. That's all I saw. I didn't look up anything else.
Run it off at the mouth! You got a motor mouth! There's a motorboat stuck in your mouth! Just shut up! Sit the fuck back down!
Nicolas Cage was being insane, and yeah, it just seemed like a cool idea. Kind of like that movie Collateral, where Tom Cruise steps into a car and just makes Jamie Foxx drive around and shit like that. He's an assassin or something. I actually haven't even seen that movie all the way through. I should probably watch that at some point. I'm just... I don't know, I don't get excited about Tom Cruise. Although I do like some of his movies a lot, but still, whenever I see that it's a Tom Cruise movie, I don't know, I don't get excited, but usually they're good. Sympathy for the Devil, where Joel Kinnaman is a dad and a husband, and at the start of the movie he's driving into a hospital where his wife is giving birth, but once he gets into the parking lot, Nicolas Cage just steps into his car and sits down and orders the guy to drive. I have to say, it actually feels like this wasn't originally even a movie, it was just something that Nicolas Cage decided to do to fuck with people. I mean, it just seems like when you watch Nicolas Cage movies, that's the kind of shit Nicolas Cage would just do. But yeah, Nicolas Cage with his red hair. Cause, well, devil, I guess. I won't spoil if he's the real devil or not, but he is fun. He is fucking fun in this movie. But unfortunately, that's about all this movie has going for it. Joel Kinnaman, he's a familiar face, but I've never really I don't even know where I've seen that guy. I have no idea. I have heard his name, so I'm guessing he's alright actor, but in this movie it's just he was kind of boring. He was just a driver and it was pretty much just 90 minutes in a car where Nicolas Cage is going fucking insane.
Sometimes the worst is exactly what you should assume.
So my wife is in the hospital. She's about to give birth.
Drive.
This is a family emergency.
I'm your family emergency now.
That was the whole point of this movie, basically. So, yeah. Oh, they did stop the car and they went into a diner towards the end. So, yeah, there's... boring movie, except Nicolas Cage parts. But if you're a huge Nicolas Cage fan, yeah, I do recommend you watch this then. Just for the performance of Nicolas Cage, which is very Nicolas Cage-ish, which translates into weirdly fantastic but also scary at the same time. And after seeing this movie, I kind of want to take a drive at some point during my life with Nicolas Cage in my car, but also I would be kind of freaked out, you know, but also it would probably be the most entertaining and most frightening and most just hilarious car drive I've ever been into. So yeah, it's damn. But the other Nicolas Cage movie, well, actually it's more Nicholas Hoult movie. Nicholas Hoult. I've actually seen him before in Mad Max Fury Road. I liked his character in that. He did an awesome job there, and I think I've seen him in some other stuff too. But yeah, this is the second movie where I actually recognize him good, you know.
Hello, my name is Robert Montague Renfield, and just like all these decent folks, I'm in a destructive relationship.
He's a fun dude. He played the part of Renfield pretty nicely in this one. So yeah, I did like him. And there was Aquaman's wife or something. I don't know. Aquafina. I'm not sure if I'm saying that even remotely right, but screw it. Basically, Nicholas Hoult is Renfield, who everyone probably knows, Dracula's assistant, and he's taking these meetings where people who have domestic violence and, you know, just bad relationships meet and talk about their feelings and stuff like that. Kind of like AA meetings, but for the loser in domestic battles. Okay, that was a mean joke, but if those were boxing matches, it would probably be the losing side. Anyway, obviously it's a really unhealthy relationship with his master being Dracula, so, you know, he's looking for emotional support or something like that, and
Would you like to introduce yourself to the group?
I'm the Prince of Valencia.
this one really surprised me. I was kind of first I was excited. It was Nicolas Cage as Dracula, but still I had my doubts. But this was really good. It was gory and it was just funny. Really good movie. It probably won't win like Oscars or anything, but I think Nicolas Cage as Dracula. Now I kind of want to see like a remake of the traditional Dracula movie, but just with Nicolas Cage. And you could really see that Nicolas Cage is a huge fan of Dracula overall. I think in this movie he took most influences from the 1930s Dracula. At least they showed some shots at the start that were black and white, and he did have probably mannerisms closer to that than any other Dracula, but it was still Nicolas Cage, so, you know, who can really tell what he was going for, you know.
You will make a very good assistant, Mr. Renfield.
I have no idea, but yeah, if you want a fun horror comedy, this was pretty damn good. Fun! That's how I describe this movie. Fun! The next movie I actually got it as a Christmas present from my girlfriend. And it's a movie called The Survivalist with great John Malkovich. Thank you! This was the best gift I've ever received. What a fantastic movie. I love you. Oh, that's so great. What's that? What's that? It sounds like one of our cats is puking. Oh, yeah. You should probably go check it out. Yeah, that's probably Ricky. Ooh, those are, yeah, Ricky's the bigger cat, so you should probably go clean it up. Okay, I think she's gone. Oh my god, this movie fucking sucked ass. It was terrible.
I want to see hands!
John Malkovich, how? He's a fantastic actor. How you... But not in this movie. I never thought it would be physically possible for me to not like John Malkovich. I mean, when he's playing a bad guy, obviously he's doing a good job when you're not liking him then, but I didn't like him at all. I mean, he was bad guy, but that had nothing to do with it. It was just shitty acting from John Malkovich. What the hell? And this movie, it was so goddamn boring. The other guy who's starring this, the good guy, is Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. No idea who that is. Says here he was on Vikings and The 12th Man. I know the Vikings, I've seen the first 2 seasons. I don't remember him, so, no idea. 12th Man? Is that sequel to 11th Man? But if you want the plot, there's a deadly virus that has wiped out, most of civilization, and John Malkovich is running a cult, and they're looking for a woman. Because they think she's immune to the virus, and apparently they want to breed with her and make, offsprings that are immune too, and something like that. I didn't really... Oh, it was a tough job just staying awake. It was survival to survive this movie. Jesus. Just crap. It's just awful. Even if you're a huge John Malkovich fan, you gotta be pretty fucking huge John Malkovich fan to really want to see him in this one. Not good. Also, my girlfriend bought me another movie as Christmas present, which was actually probably the saddest movie I've ever seen. I don't really cry in movies, but I really wanted to cry during this one. Detective Night, Redemption. Don't get me wrong, this movie was pretty much a piece of shit.
You can all be famous! This is my present to you! Merry fucking Christmas!
From start to finish, but this is one of the last movies Bruce Willis made, so it was kind of interesting to watch this from that point of view, knowing that he already had the, a dementia or whatever the more accurate diagnosis is, but something like dementia it was, or something that affects, your memory and all that shit. It advertises Bruce Willis as the main character, but he really isn't in this that much, and it's just sad. It's, I'm gonna say, good for Bruce for still, maybe he made this movie because he wanted money, or maybe he made this because he really just loves acting and just wanted to do acting until, whatever dementia or anything he had, takes fully over and he can't just work anymore. So, yeah, I'm happy for the guy for doing what he loved doing, as long as he could, but obviously now he can't anymore. He's just gone so bad, but it was a sad watch.
I'll tell you how. I'm gonna shove a Christmas tree up your ass and set it on fire.
A Christmas tree up my ass.
All the way.
Okay.
Christmas movie though, so kind of fit the Christmas present theme, but you could really tell everyone else had dialogue and monologues they were saying in this movie and all that, but Bruce Willis, every scene was just like cut, and sometimes there were like phone conversations or something. You couldn't see Bruce Willis really. It just felt like he was reading from a paper because he couldn't remember the lines or something like that. And he basically just said like one line at a time. And sometimes he said some kind of weird lines that didn't even fit the scene. But I feel like they kind of modified the dialogue to go around that. Although it just could have been really shitty dialogue because the dialogue wasn't really that great in this movie. So it could be one or the other. Or it could be a little bit of both.
Hey, who are you? What the? Oh, fuck! Fuck, 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 fuck! What the fuck is that? Is that a grenade?
This is a trilogy. This is the second part in a trilogy. I'm probably not gonna watch 1 or 3 unless I get them as a Christmas present or birthday present. It's just made me sad, and now I kind of want to go back and watch old Bruce Willis movies. I don't really have Bruce Willis movies. Only one I have is Last Man Standing, which I fucking love. That is a fantastic Bruce Willis movie that everyone should go and watch. It's a remake of the Japanese Yojimbo. Fantastic movie. I love the original, but Last Man Standing was a great remake of that. Go watch Last Man Standing. Sad. And now we get to the bit more obscure and weirder movies I usually like to collect. Let's start with the Asian movie of this video. Hey! Do you like Con Air? But were you kinda like me and you were also kind of left cold after that movie? Cause, well, the one thing that sucked when it came to Con Air is there was no Predator in that goddamn airplane. That really sucked. It really bothered me. I think the movie would have been a lot better if they threw in Predator. But hey, luckily, South Koreans, they fixed that shit. They fixed that enormous mistake in Con Air. And they threw in Predator with the convicts. And also they changed a plane into a ship. And it's a movie called Project Wolf Hunting.
Oh yeah, see that?
And also, there's a new movie too. It says 2023 here, but I think this originally came out in South Korea 2022. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere 2022 and this movie side by side. Or maybe I was high. I mean, I wasn't high. That's illegal in Finland, so maybe I was drunk. But let me tell you about this movie. 2 hours, 2 minutes. It ain't short, but my god, it ain't boring either.
저 없으면 배 멈춰요.
저 새끼들도 똑같은 얘기 하던데.
제가 기관장입니다.
Jesus, it's like the director injected bullshark testosterone right into his brain every day while he was making this movie. It's just... It says here, exquisite beat-down violence and sheer bloody entertainment, and those are underselling this. It actually kind of started like Con Air, where the convicts were going actually into an airplane, but there was a bomb strike at the airport, so yeah, they had to reschedule and they decided to take a ship. That sounded like take a shit. But yeah, they decided to take a ship, and yeah, there are these really, well, all kinds of shitty people, because they're cons, and even the guards, they ain't that great either. Well, some of them are better, some not. So anyway, they put the cons in the ship, and then they take a boat ride from, I think it was from Taiwan to South Korea. It was to South Korea, I just can't really remember where they left. I think it was Taiwan or something, I don't know. Or Thailand, or fuck it. Somewhere around there, the prisoners, obviously they escape like in Con Air, and it gets bloody. The prisoners, they take no hostages, I mean, fuck. They kill mercilessly, and it's a gore fest. But turns out the prisoners aren't the worst thing in that ship. Remember when I said Predator? Well, it's not exactly Predator. There's these few scientists in that ship, and they're trying to keep this super soldier kind of tranquilized. So they have to give it these shots that it stays asleep, in a sleep mode or something like that. And yeah, obviously because the cons fucked that up, they can't give the super soldier those shots, so the bastard wakes up, and the super soldier, he doesn't have eyes, he looks kind of sick, and he sees kind of heat, kind of like the Predator. That's where the Predator reference I made came from. But yeah, still. The first scene where it starts killing. The cons, they're the guards. It just walks right in there. Doesn't matter what you do, you can't hurt it. It just starts fucking killing everyone. And this movie, it's got fucking tons of main characters, or characters overall. Just when you think someone's gonna survive, nope, they fucking kill everyone. It's just main villain after main villain and main character after main character just dropping dead because the fucking super soldier is just ripping them to pieces. It's glorious carnage. I tell you, I started watching this like 2 a.m. or something. I was like, if this ain't good, I'm gonna fall asleep. After I watched this, I was like fucking shaking, full of adrenaline. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna watch another movie. It was 4 a.m. and I felt like 3 p.m. when I usually wake up. It's not exactly like the most intelligent movie. It's just pure fun, and all the characters they're kind of like made to be like these tough guys, but it kind of they give them like these cool one-liners, but there is a kind of thin line between being cool and being pretentious, and but it kind of fits in a way, so I'm not complaining about that too much. They're just kind of trying to oversell their coolness factor, but it doesn't really hit its mark always. It's the kind of Asian movies a lot of times when they do these like cool characters, they might often kind of overdo it. I mean, I don't know if it looks cool in there, but here it kind of comes off as goofy or not as cool as they were meant. Or maybe they do that just on purpose. I don't know. The characters were all right. They were all right. They did their job, and they died a lot. I'm telling you, the last 90 minutes of this movie, it's just non-stop fucking blood orgy. Shit. And this movie actually had one scene that made me kind of twitch a little bit, like, ugh. And I don't do that easily. I have to say, I've never seen a bad South Korean movie. I haven't seen a lot of South Korean movies, but all the other South Korean movies I've seen, they're usually like these really like masterpieces with, these really greatly thought out stories and all that, and they're the kind of movies that win like tons of awards usually. I've always loved South Korean movies, what I've seen. I haven't just seen them too much. I gotta get more into South Korean movies too. This was just fucking insane. This was the first South Korean movie I saw that wasn't trying to be really a masterpiece, or wasn't trying to be like, this prize-winning storytelling or dialogue shit. This was just pure fun, pure gore, pure fucking insanity. It's might not be everyone's cup of tea, and like I said, it won't win any awards, but if you just like mindless fucking fun, high recommend if you're into stupid action and gore and all that kind of, you don't want your movies to be boring. Well, this ain't boring. Next one is the blaxploitation movie of this video, and I'm still on a Pam Grier rampage cause I got coffee. Oh, I gotta say, I fucking loved this movie. It was fantastic. Everyone's always saying that Foxy Brown is Pam Grier's, best blaxploitation movie, or the 70s era movie, but I don't know. I'm having kind of difficulties deciding between this and that. This one had probably more bodies, bit more violence compared to Foxy Brown, just a little bit. God, I really dug Antonio Vargas's character in Foxy Brown, but this was really goddamn good too. I don't know, I think I might go with this one over Foxy Brown. I've been, buying these movies mostly because I'm kind of trying to do my top 10 female actors list also, so I kind of try to buy movies with female leads also, somewhat, and I'm fucking loving Pam Grier movies. She's fantastic. I want to get all her movies.
This is the end of your rotten life, you motherfucking dope pusher.
She's just such a badass. I mean, this movie is, well, the plot, let's go with that first. Pam Grier, she plays Coffee, who is a nurse, and her little sister is hospitalized by a smack pusher. That's a apparently drug dealer. That's that 70s slang, so, I ain't got all that down that well, I'm not jiving. they used a lot of weird words back then. I have no idea what jive really means, but anyway, it says here, Coffee uses her body, bullets, and blades to get justice, working her way to the top of the criminal ring. And it is a glorious movie of Pam Grier just wasting fucking all kinds of low lives from all corners of Earth. Well, not all corners of Earth, they're all from US, but all corners of low lifeisms. You know, there's murderers, drug dealers, rapists, whatever, fuck, you know. If it's a dirtbag human being, Pam Grier wastes her. Also, I got a soft spot for sawing off double-barreled shotguns, and Pam Grier uses one, and that is always one of my favorite weapons used in movies. It's just so messy, and I don't know, it just looks cool. Ooh, but also, this one had one character who I also really loved. It was played by Robert Doqui. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name, but Doqui. So yeah, he was playing a character called King George. When he came on the screen, I was like, that guy looks so goddamn familiar. I know that bastard somewhere. He was so cool. He had his own theme song and everything. He was. He was like the coolest pimp ever. It was so fantastic, and I was like, man, I know that dude from somewhere. RoboCop, Sergeant Warren Reed. Yeah, he was that guy. He played a fucking pimp called King George in this one. I always loved him in RoboCop, but I've never looked at where he's been before or after that, you know. I bet I've seen him in some movies, some other movies too, but I just haven't made the connection, you know, to Warren Reed from RoboCop. But other than that, not much to say about this movie, you know. It is one of those 70s exploitation movies or blaxploitation movies with funky soundtracks and Pam Grier just fucking killing all kinds of lowlifes, and it's fun. I love these movies. These are fucking great. I'm gonna get every Pam Grier movie ever made. Action movie. Pam Grier. Awesome. Next movie I have is well, son of a bitch. I forgot. This was actually a Nicolas Cage movie too. Well, Nicolas Cage is in a smaller role, but still, he's in this. And yeah, this is a bit more artsy movie. I always wanted to see this for the longest time, but I don't know, I just never did. But now I decided to, you know, fucking I'll buy it and I'll watch it, because this seems so goddamn cool. I loved the trailer, but I gotta say, this was totally something else than what I got from the trailer. It's a movie called Rumblefish.
Where are Rusty James?
I'm here.
Not the law, punk.
Careful, man. He's been popping pills. I hate fighting off up people.
Starring Matt Dillon, Mickey Rourke, Nicolas Cage, and Dennis Hopper. And Diane Lane. Anyway, watching from the trailer, I thought this was gonna be like some gang movie or something, you know, where gangs just fight against each other and do gang stuff and shit like that, but it really wasn't. I mean, I thought this was gonna be full of like fight scenes and all that, but there was one at the start of the movie, and after that, not really too much fighting. It's more like Friends.
You're not expecting to find Steve here, are you? Why do you put up with that wimp?
I known him since kindergarten, alright?
You've got a bad habit of getting attached to people, man.
Because for some reason there aren't really gangs. There's these kind of weird mentions, you know, how people are talking about how there were gangs, but now there ain't gangs. But they're more like friends who just hang around and look like gang, but they ain't a gang, I'm guessing. Anyway, Matt Dillon, he's kind of the main character in this movie called Rusty James. How do I remember that name? Because everyone keeps calling him Rusty James.
If Wilcox looking for you, Rusty James.
I'm not hiding.
He says he's gonna kill you, Rusty James.
Multiple times throughout this movie, they always use the whole name, Rusty James. He's kind of missing his older brother. He wants to grow up like his older brother, who's called the Motorcycle Boy, played by Mickey Rourke.
Well, for one thing, the motorcycle boy, I never know what he's thinking.
It's a small town, so you know, Rusty James is just hanging out with his friends, and they have these like fights apparently. At the start of the movie there's this fight, there's this other guy who's challenging Rusty James into a fight, and they do that. The fight scene looked kind of weird, but then I watched the making of this, and they used like some ballet choreographers, in that fight scene, and that kind of explains it. It's kind of cool. I liked it. I really liked it. It was something different. This whole movie was something different. Anyway, Motorcycle Boy, he's been gone for a longest time, and then he just pops back into the town, and Rusty James really wants to be like Motorcycle Boy, who is his older brother. Cooler older brother. He was a tough guy who never took shit from anyone, and you know how people idolize that kind of people, but Mickey Rourke's Motorcycle Boy, he doesn't really think that's that good of an idea to become like him, He doesn't think he's that hot shit as Rusty James thinks he is, It's a movie about Rusty James idolizing his bigger brother, wanting to become like that, but in the end, is it really that good idea to always become what you idolize and that kind of stuff, It's got deeper meanings. It's all black and white, the movie. It looks fantastic. I love black and white style in movies overall a lot. I use it on my channel also. I do these weird kind of colorings and shit because I like that kind of messed up look at times, grindhousey look and all that shit. I gotta say, the soundtrack, or I'm not sure if you can call that really a soundtrack. It's just I'd say it's more like a musical vibe throughout the whole movie. Was really experimental. Francis Ford Coppola, who directed this, he asked a drummer from the Police, the percussionist from the Police, the band that was Sting was in that. Sting, not the dude from Dune, not the wrestler. He asked him to make the kind of soundtrack to this movie, and they went with really experimental. Like it's all just percussions, and it sounds so chaotic, and it gives the movie also kind of this kind of weird vibe, which I was really digging. It is a really good movie. I really enjoyed this. More artsy, so it might not be everyone's cup of tea. If you're looking for action, this might be the wrong place. Also, I gotta mention Dennis Hopper was the father of Rusty James, a Motorcycle Kid. He did a great job. He was just like drunk, kind of loserish. Well, he was a drunk loser. Well, guy who's been kind of beaten down. This kind of, I saw him as this kind of submissive guy, who kind of wants to be more like friends with his boys than father.
You wanna compare notes then? Huh?
Hey, come on, you guys, cut the shit, will you?
Really just loved his character in this too, It was something different from Dennis Hopper that I'm used to seeing. I haven't seen tons of Dennis Hopper shit, but what I've seen, he's always kind of this like tougher dude, but here he was kind of like a pussy whip. But I gotta say, for me, the highlight of this movie, it was pretty much the soundtrack. It is really rare that I get so drawn into a soundtrack in the movie, but it was just something so different, so kind of out of the box thinking. The whole, they used some. I watched the documentary where they said, they talked about making the music in this movie, and just the stuff they used. They did use like clock noises and stuff like that, and it just worked perfectly. I was really digging the soundtrack. It's not soundtrack I'd listen to like when I'm just hanging out or something like that, but it fit the movie perfectly.
The older you get, you say, Jesus, how much I got? I got 35 summers left. Think about it. 35 summers.
There hasn't been a lot of soundtracks that I'm as drawn as into this ones. Obviously Top Gun, because you can't beat Kenny Loggins. Apart from Top Gun and this, not much. Fantastic movie. I was really surprised, positively. It wasn't just some mindless gang movie or something like that. Although Francis Ford Coppola, so I wasn't expecting a mindless shit. I was expecting something deeper, but I didn't realize it would go that deep into another direction that I was actually waiting for. But I do recommend if you're into artsy movies and don't mind black and white. Second last movie. 9 movies is too much, I'm getting all babbly and shit. But this one is a Rutger Hauer movie I was missing, and I had never seen this before. And everyone's always said that this is a fantastic movie, and it was. The reason why I didn't watch this as a kid, well, I'm obviously a dude, and I didn't do no, pussy ladylike stuff, or what's, like pussy ladylike movies, and this movie is called Lady Hawk. Yeah, as a kid, one look at this title, Lady Hawk. I ain't watching that girly shit. Fuck that.
You.
But now as I've grown up, I've turned into a pussy, so I figured why not watch Lady Hawk now, and I really liked it. It was good. It wasn't the best Rutger Hauer movie I've ever seen, but it was good. It was just a fun, just straightforward fantasy adventure movie, fantasy adventure action movie, starring Matthew Broderick. I'm not like the biggest fan. I don't mind him. I like him in some things, Cable Guy. I always liked that movie. I don't have it, but I liked it. Also, Michelle Pfeiffer is in this, and she's fantastic. I love her. Too bad she wasn't wearing catsuit. But she's great. Obviously, Rutger Hauer is still my favorite out of these, because, Rutger Hauer is, well, you can't beat Rutger Hauer. Matthew Broderick plays a thief who escapes from prison. That's where you usually escape from.
We drink to a special man, my friend. Someone who has been inside the dungeons of Aquila and lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, he runs into Rutger Hauer's character, who is this knight. He's looking for a guy who cursed him. He has this hawk all the time, and yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. People who have hawks, they're fucking cool. But there's this curse on Rutger Hauer that every night he turns into a wolf. But his girlfriend every night turns into a woman.
Don't go out there. There's a wolf, a big wolf, the biggest wolf you've ever seen, and a dead man.
During days, she's a hawk, so, they're kind of screwed. They never see each other. There was this, was it like Pope or something, some religious head honcho or something like that, who cursed them because I think he was into Michelle Pfeiffer's character. Can't blame him. But obviously she was into Rutger Hauer, so religious nut job cursed them, so they never see each other. The other one's during the day a hawk, and the other one's during nighttime a wolf. That's why Rutger Hauer's after him, so he can break the curse. Pretty straightforward 80s adventure movie, I loved it. It is a fantasy movie, although for a fantasy movie I was kind of disappointed because 80s used to have like all these fantastic creature effects and shit, but only thing that makes this fantasy is the curse pretty much. There's not like orcs or, goblins or trolls or anything like that. Other than the curse stuff, it's just plain old human beings, so. But it was still a good, fun movie. I do have to say, I was really surprised by Matthew Broderick. He did some real Jackie Chan shit in this. When they first meet with Rutger Hauer, there are these guards who are after Matthew Broderick. He's just climbing all over the place on this deck of this tavern or bar or whatever the fuck it is. It was probably tavern because this takes place in the Middle Ages or somewhere around there. So he just kind of climbs all over the places and shit like that. He's like a kind of poor man's Jackie Chan, and I was really impressed by that. I never knew Matthew Broderick could do stuff like that. I never saw Matthew Broderick as athletic in any way. I mean, he did play basketball in Cable Guy, but other than that, not really. Nice fantasy adventure. I liked it. And then we get to my last movie, which I also didn't see as a kid, although I probably would have liked it, but I didn't because, well, the other movie was called Lady Hawk, so I wasn't watching any of that girly stuff. And this movie, I always heard this was musical. I didn't know who the fuck told me that. It is music heavy, but it's not a musical. It does have like 2-3 performances, but they're on stage, people are watching a show, and that's it. But other than that, this is a fucking action movie, and it's a pretty damn good action movie. It's actually directed by Walter Hill, who made Warriors, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. And this is Streets of Fire.
Try it again, punk.
This is probably my second favorite soundtrack from all these movies I've shown, Rumble Fist being the first one, but this one just has, rock music from start to finish. It kind of has that kind of 50s rock style. The whole movie not just the soundtrack, but the hairdos and just the style, you know, of dressing up, and it's kind of weird. I mean, if I had to pinpoint what era this movie was actually in, I might say 50s. This came out in 80s, but at the same time it also seems like this also has some kind of almost cyberpunkish vibes, the city where they're at. The city is kind of like, it doesn't feel like any real city. It feels like it's 50s mixed with Blade Runner, kinda, but it's more closer to the 50s, but there's just this weird kind of atmosphere of the city and how it looks and all that. It's really hard to tell, but I loved it. I loved the style, I loved the era where this takes place. Streets of Fire, and this one also stars Diane Lane as the main character's girlfriend. Diane Lane gets kidnapped by Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe plays the bad guy in this. I think this was like one of the first Willem Dafoe's roles he's done. I'm not sure if this is the first, but around there, I think. And he does a fantastic job. Willem Dafoe is fucking great in this. I just loved him. The opening shot, there's this huge rock concert. Diane Lane is the singer, and Willem Dafoe and his gang, they just bust into the show. They came through the door. It's dark, but I love the fucking shot where they show the gang members. There's light coming back, and there's just Willem Dafoe's freaky fucking pompadour hairstyle. That's kind of, you can see the shadow, and it's fantastic shot. And when the music ends, that's when they rush the stage and just kidnaps the lead singer out in broad daylight, pretty much. It feels like Gotham City, basically. More like. Now that I think about it, it's more like Gotham than Blade Runner-ish. But yeah, 50s mixed with Gotham. Anyway, Willem Dafoe plays Raven Shattuck, who is the leader of the gang, motorcycle gang called the Bombers, and they kidnap Ellen Aim, who is played by Diane Lane. But then her ex-boyfriend, Tom Cody, played by Michael Paré. How do you say that? Paré? Paré? It's that E with that fucking thing on top, you know, that is that like French name? Michael Paré. I don't fucking know. But yeah, that dude comes and of course he's the ex-boyfriend and tries to save the damsel in distress. That's how these movies goes. It's a pretty straightforward action movie. It's just Willem Dafoe's character is just so much fun in this. I love him. He's got the weirdest fucking suit in this. It's like he's got these like black rubber overalls which are kind of giving bit of BDSM, you know, vibes, but also I'm a little kid playing in the mud and I don't want to get dirty.
Well, looks like I finally ran into someone that likes to play as rough as I do.
Yeah, this must be your lucky night.
It's kind of mixed between those two. It's a fucking fantastic overalls. I kind of want one. But Willem Dafoe is definitely the best actor in this movie. It does have Rick Moranis too. It was probably one of his earliest roles ever. I like Rick Moranis. And in this, it was alright, but he's not a comedic role. In this one, he's Ellen Aim's manager who hires the old boyfriend to rescue her. He's trying to be tough, but it's Rick Moranis.
Jesus, Ellen, am I glad to see you! I thought you were gone forever!
He can't be tough. He's just kind of trying to sound like this kind of tough manager who's kind of weaselly also too. And I've never seen Rick Moranis play a role like that in ever. I mean, I've only seen him in comedies, so yeah, it was a big shocker seeing him in that kind of role in this. It was kind of fun, but I don't think that kind of role kind of fitted him that great. Well, but yeah, you know, why not? You gotta try out before you know, find your own thing, and comedy was obviously his thing. He's great at it, but tough guy roles, even though they're a little weaselly even, he's just not believable on any level. But then again, I don't think he was actually supposed to be believable. He did kind of look like the guy who just talks tough but gets his ass kicked regularly. That's probably what he was supposed to be. Really weird seeing him in a role like that. Also, I've never seen Michael Paré in anything else, but this was directed by Walter Hill, who did Warriors, and it seems like he really wanted James Remar to play the main lead in this one. It's just Michael Paré, all the mannerisms and all that. It just kind of screamed like they got a replacement from Wish for James Remar. I would have fucking loved seeing James Remar in this, star in this. Michael Paré, did a good job. I ain't saying that, but I'm saying James Remar would have made a fantastic job. It kind of bothered me. It kind of bothered me throughout the whole movie because I was constantly, when I was watching Michael Paré do his thing, I was like, that's James Remar. But overall, I fucking loved this movie. It was great. It was just, I just wish we could have gotten James Remar instead of Michael Paré. And that's not knocking Michael Paré. He did a good job in this. Oh, and also there was McCoy. Character called McCoy, played by Amy Madigan. And she was this kind of sidekick for Michael Paré's character.
Poker's a real interesting game, especially when you've got all the best cards.
Tough kind of mercenary woman, and she was great too. I think she did a great job. She really fitted that role. I'm not sure if I've seen Amy Madigan in anything else either. I probably have, but I just can't remember. Great movie. I do recommend it if you're into 80s action movies, and it's not a fucking musical. It's just really music heavy movie. Oh, by the way, original songs written by Stevie Nicks, Tom Petty, and Ry Cooder, and performed by such greats as The Blasters and The Fix. Other than Stevie Nicks and Tom Petty, those names don't say anything to me, but if they say something to you, I like those. I like them all, all the music in this goddamn movie, so great. Anyway, that was all the movies I had this time, and I'm gonna fuck off. I'm exhausted. 9 movies is too much. I should stick to 5 movies, 6 movies maybe, but yeah. You have no idea how much I cut shit from this, It's massive amounts. I could make 2 videos out of every video I make, just another video from the cut material, because I fucking go on it. I just talk much. And towards the end, I don't make that much sense. So, yeah. Fuck off! And I'm gonna fuck off too. And go watch older Bruce Willis movies. Detective Night series? Only seen the second part? No. Sad. I'm gonna go cry now. And probably watch Last Man Standing.